Hello and welcome. Today we're working in managerial accounting in our cost, volume, profit chapter, and we're going to work on target profit and margin of safety. Hey, if you're new, my name is Jeff from Finally Learn. I teach a lot of accounting, so we're working our way through the second half of accounting principles, which is managerial accounting or principles of accounting 2. So let's get started with our problem here, and we have Zulu Company, and we only know three things. We know the sales price is 80. The variable cost is 65%, and we know our fixed cost is 42,000. So let's do the units and dollars, the break-even point in units and break-even point in dollars. Now I'm just reminding you we have zero profit at the break-even point. So our revenues and expenses will equal. Now, one of the things we're going to do is I'm going to show how the income statement looks every time, the variable cost and income statement. And so what we have, remember, we have our basic problem. We have the break-even in dollars and in units. Okay, so let's figure out what we know based on our given information. So our sales, I'm going to put in this first column, I'm going to put the total dollars, and this is going to be the per unit dollars, and this is going to be the percentages. Now, before we get started, we already know that our sales are 100%. Now, I've gone ahead and formatted just to make life a little bit easier. So these columns are dollars and this column is percentages. So where does our sales price go? Well, our sales price is $80. And our variable cost, now we're given variable cost not per unit. Whoops, I need to put the sales in the sales line. I put it in the variable cost. Now the variable cost is not per unit, but it is percentages, so 65%. And the other thing we know is the fixed cost is a total of 42,000. So there's three different ways to think about this problem: as total dollars, as a per unit, just one, or as a percent. And all of them are valid, and you have to kind of think through it and make sure you understand how it all works. So this is all given information. The 100% is kind of assumed, but we just have three items of information. So let's build this and we'll figure out the break-even in units, break-even in dollars. So 100% minus 65, that means our contribution margin is 35%. Well, what would our variable cost per unit be? Well, it would be 80 times 65%, and then we could subtract it out, or I can take 80 times the 35%. That's going to be $28. So we're getting closer. Now, to do break even in units and break even in dollars, we need to know the total fixed cost and the contribution margin either per unit or the contribution margin percentage. We have all this so far. So let's take the total fixed cost is 42,000 and our contribution margin per unit is $28. So what is the number of units we have to sell to achieve a zero profit? If we don't do anything, we're going to lose money, right? So we take 42,000 divided by $28. We've got to sell 1,500 units. Well, how many dollars would that be? Or how much would that be in terms of dollars? Well, it's 42,000 divided by our contribution margin percentage, which is 35%. And so we take the 42,000 divided by 35%, and we get 120,000. Now, is there any way we could have got that number without doing the formula? Yes. You know this 1,500 times 80 would equal 120,000. So if you know one and you know the sales price, you can back in to find the other one. So 1,500 units times 80 each would be 120,000. All right, so let's plug this in at the very top. Let's make this 1,500, and let's prove that this is the point of zero profit. Well, our sales, 1,500 times $80 each would be 120,000. 120,000 times 65% would be 78,000. That's the same number as 1,500 times 52. All these are related, and they all work, whichever way you want to look at it. We can take 120 divided by subtract 78, and we get 42,000. So we can take This 120 times 35%, that equals 42,000. We can take 1,500 times $28, and that's 42,000. So multiple ways to understand how this works. So 42 minus 42 is 0. And we can do the per unit, 42,000 divided by the 1,500. Always divide by the units if it says per unit. Well, 28 minus 28 is 0. We can do this as a percentage, so we can take 42,000 divided by the 120,000. That's 35%, and that's also 0% profit. Okay, not very exciting, but that's the basics of this problem. We're trying to do target profit, but we have to understand break even comes first. So break even point, if we sell less than 1,500, we're going to lose money. If we sell 1,500, then we're going to have 0 profit. And if we sell more than, we'd have a profit. So let's make it more interesting. So what I've done is said, let's say we want a target profit of 7,000. How many units and how many dollars do we need? Okay, so we're going to recalculate these right here. So I guess let's answer our question. What's the break even in units? 1,500. What's the break even in dollars? Well, it is 120,000. All right, what if we want the target profit to be 7,000? Now, I've just gone ahead and put this in so I don't have to do that again. These don't change with our volume. Now, this whole chapter is called cost, volume, profit. What happens to our cost and what happens to our profit if our volume changes? Now, we're going to have to sell more than 1,500. So the answer is more than 1,500, right? And so here's what we do. We're going to take target profit in units is going to be the fixed cost, the 42,000, plus we want the profit, the target profit of 7,000. We're going to divide this by the contribution margin per unit, which is $28. And so we're going to end up with 49,000 divided by 28 is going to be 1,750. Now I made the numbers where they come out evenly, but if they're not even, you just keep going. You can round up to the nearest whole dollar. The target profit in dollars, we're going to take the fixed cost, 42, plus the 7 profit. That's 49 still on the numerator. The contribution margin is 35%, and we divide that out. We have 49,000 divided by 35%, and we get 140,000. So here's what happens. We're saying that if you sell 1,750, then we're going to achieve a $7,000 profit. Let's prove it. So 1,750 times $80 is 140,000. That's what we had right here. So by the way, let me drop the numbers here. 1,750 and the dollars are going to be 140,000. So we agree with that, and we're trying to prove that this is true. 140,000 times the 65%, or we could take the 1,750 times the 52. Both of those will give 91,000. I can take 140 minus 91, and I'm at 49,000. So 49 minus 42 is going to equal 7,000 profit. Let's finish this up here. 42,000 divided by the number of units will give me, well, that's $24 per unit is my fixed cost. 7,000 divided by the number of units would be $4. Or I can take 28 minus 24 gives you $4. Okay, I think it's important to understand these relationships. The total dollars, per unit dollars, percentages. We can do percentages, 42 divided by 140. By the way, that's the same percentage if you took 24 divided by 80. That's still 30%. We can do this 4 divided by 80. Looks like that's going to be 5%. Or you can just take 35 minus 30. That's 5%. So we've proven that at this level, we have a target profit of 7,000. That's super helpful because when we do target profit margin, now here's the problem. We don't have a formula here, so we're going to have to say, well, what happens if we want a target profit margin percentage? Well, where does this go? This is not this number here, the profit. it's this number here. So we're going to take the 10% and put it in as profit margin. Now the only thing we can do is take 35 minus 10, that's 25%. By the way, let's look up above for a second. This was 5% profit margin, and we want a 10% profit margin. So instead of giving a dollar amount, we can give a percentage amount. So here's the key. We have two on the same line. If we knew the sales, we would take sales times 25% and we'd get 42,000, right? But we don't know that, so we're going to have to divide going back up. So this is the key. So watch, take a note on this. You're going to take 42,000 divided by the 25%. That's going to give us the 100%, which is the sales amount. So that's 168,000. Well, how many units are we talking about? Well, 168,000, each one sells at $80. We're talking about 2,100 units. So now we can complete everything and make sure that we're getting a 10% profit margin. So 168,000 times 65%, or I can take 2,100 times 52. Both of those will give the same answer, 109,200. We can subtract this out, 168 minus 109. So we got 58,800. So if I take 58,800 minus the 42, I've got 16,800. Well, what is 10% of 168,000? Well, that's 16,800. That's 10%. This 42 is 25%. This 58,800 is 35%. Now, we just need to calculate the fixed cost per unit and the profit per unit. We can take 42,000 divided by the number of units is 2,100. So it's $20 each, and therefore our profit is $28 minus 20. So our profit per unit, selling at $80, we're making an $8 profit per unit. That's important. All right, the last little thing we want to do is, let's assume this level of sales in 5 and 6. Well, what is our margin of safety in units and in dollars and in percentages? All right, so one of the things we're always worried about, are we going to lose money? And so what if the weather is like, hey, it's going to be partly sunny. Well, it's partly cloudy. It might rain tomorrow. It might get cold tomorrow. Well, yes. So people are saying, hey, you're making a profit. Congratulations. You're making a 10% profit margin. Yeah, but my sales could go down and I might lose money. Well, we're going to calculate that. The margin of safety is from our current level down to break even, how many units is going to be a reduction before we hit the break even point. So what we're going to do is take 2,100, our current level of sales, minus the break even point. Our break even point was way up here. Remember, 1,500, right? I can point to the 1,500 here. So our margin of safety in units is 600. So hey, relax. Your number of units could drop 600 and you finally hit the breaking point. You're going to make a profit. If your units drop by 100 or 200 or 300, you'll still make a profit. All right, margin of safety in dollars, same thing. We're going to take 168 minus the sales in units, the break even. Remember, our break even in dollars is 120,000. So we have 48,000. Our sales could drop $48,000. You might want to think about it in units or in dollars. You can do percentages. Let's do percentages here. And it doesn't matter if you do it based on dollars or units. You're going to take the margin of safety divided by the current level. Okay? So I'm going to take the 600 divided by the 2,100. So our sales could drop 28.5% before we hit the break-even point. You're making a profit and you're wondering, how much margin do I have before I hit the break-even point? And you've got sales could drop 28.57% and you would hit the break-even point. So you have a 5% drop won't make you lose money. A 10% drop will not cause a loss. All right, hope this is helpful. Check out our playlist of managerial accounting. We love to have you. We love for you to comment and subscribe. and see you on the next video. Hey, thanks for watching.